Good morning, I'm Ferdi Salvador and welcome to Industry Beacon, where we shine a light on the trailblazers, the disruptors, and the leaders shaping our future. And in each episode, we explore how they're staying ahead in their field, one industry at a time. This morning, we take a closer look at the dazzling jewelry scene in the Philippines, from the timeless beauty of gold and silver pieces to innovative designs incorporating materials like wood, shells. The industry has become a platform for self-expression. Given this creativity of Filipinos, that's obviously something we all have. How are we facing and faring in the excellence market? Now we have with us Candy Dizon, owner of Jul B Dizon, and Janina Dizon, owner of Janina for Jul Dizon. But of course, you are all both have stakes in the company. So, you know what? Your mom, with the name, of course, Jul B Dizon, is one of society's best kept secrets that everybody knows about, right? How did your mom get into the jewelry business?
It was started by my grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Paz G. Banyas.
Okay.
She had golden earring, and then 3 of her daughters went into the jewelry business.
Really? Yeah. And who among you were the first to dive into the business?
I believe all of us did. She really immersed us even at a young age. How to train us, how to become jewelers, how to choose stones. For my brothers, it was more of how to fix the production side of it all.
Wow, so it's really genetic. I thought that you guys were the second generation. I'm mistaken.
We're third. Yeah,
You're third generation, and of course, the fourth generation, your children, are starting to get into the design and operations phase.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. So what makes Jul B Dizon as a whole different from other jewelers in the Philippines and in the region? Janina?
Well, I believe that we are different because we do our own manufacturing. The sisters, there's 4 of us, we all design our own jewelry. We have our own set of clienteles.
Yes.
And we always stay abreast with all the newest technology and gem industry that we need to keep abreast with.
Nice. And you, Candy? I mean, you both operate the 2 different branches, right? Or the 2 different brands, rather. You're more of the classic looks.
Sure.
But still cutting edge, because when I looked at our research and looking at your pieces, they're very different. They're very they're estate, but it's not it's very elegant. And you're the rock star of the family with your use of wood even.
Yes.
You also had bags and the use of now string.
Yes.
I mean, some things that you don't normally incorporate into jewelry.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, what is your inspiration, Candy?
Oh, I try to put in my pieces a lot of my mom's inspiration. I mean, I'm inspired by my mom's, the way she was designing her jewelry. I want to incorporate that into the brand because I still want her presence felt. Because I do carry a lot of her old clients. So I want a lot of her presence felt in the jewelry designs that I make.
Yes. What about you, Janina? What inspires your rock star, couture, cool-looking pieces?
Well, I was talking about it with Candy earlier, and I think it's really just basically our personalities that shine through our designs.
Yes.
So I love being innovative. I like thinking that a certain jewelry should not just be important looking and you just wear it for certain events. I think you should make it playful. You need to wear it every day. Enjoy it as much as you can.
Yes.
And I think that certain sense of playfulness really comes out in my designs.
And where do you source your pieces or your gems?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
So this is a year-round activity. You guys always source from independent or from like big companies?
A bit of both.
Okay.
I mean, as you know, diamonds come from Africa, then it gets cut in India or Russia. Then you have green emeralds that come from Colombia, Brazil, Zambia. So you really have to know who the suppliers that you talk to should really know and should really be trustworthy.
You mentioned the D word, the diamond word. I'm quite interested in what your take is. Lab grown or natural? What are your takes?
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
We're the same
Did I
here.
just jump into
So
that?
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
make her answer because we do have the same
Okay.
answer to
And,
this.
Janina?
and this is our personal opinion,
Right.
right? I believe that lab diamonds, while they're the newest thing in the market now, well, for 10 years or so, it has lost significantly its value ever since it entered the market. So while before it was like around 20% of the price of diamonds, less than diamonds, now it's about 70, 80% less. So in the long run, it's really not a very valuable
That is, yeah.
investment. Second is the cleanness of it, the greenness of it. It's actually not very transparent.
Yes.
So there's a lot more to be.
Environmentally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
environmentally.
So I'm feeling a little bit of an objection to lab-grown diamonds. Is that a fact? It's okay.
Yes,
it's a personal
it's a
opinion.
fact.
Yes,
Okay.
it is for us.
Especially for us.
So,
Yeah.
but do your clients ask for that option? Have they?
No,
No.
but there have been a lot that have been duped. And that's why I want to...
This is okay.
Yeah,
Right.
this
And
is why I want to say it.
Let's dive into that. How do they get duped into this? Is it a misrepresentation of the actual product?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so basically sometimes they just most usually they're agents, they don't really have their own stores.
Yes.
So they tell you a price that's too good to be true, you jump on the chance, you have it set or you have it made or appraised, and once we do, we see that it's not natural.
Oh my
And
goodness.
therefore, the price of it significantly gets reduced.
Yes, but I
because of
see.
that.
I mean, houses such as the Jul B Dizon house normally don't really just deal with diamonds. I noticed that you've got a lot of different.
Yeah.
This is why I'm attracted to you guys because it's not just the tennis bracelets. Although you guys are wearing some, there's a wide array. Are there other lab-grown gems aside from diamonds?
Yes.
Synthetic? Yeah, sure.
Yes, there
Such
are
as?
many.
Everything has
Sapphires,
synthetic.
Because I already asked you
Sapphire,
about
ruby,
lab-grown
yeah.
diamonds. What about heated or treated gems? What are your thoughts on that?
Heated actually is for sapphires.
Yeah, it's
Heated are like
acceptable.
it's an acceptable part of the industry. About 95% of sapphires are heat
Yes.
treated, so we accept that as well as
Rubies.
minor oiling
Yeah.
for emeralds.
Minor oiling.
Minor oiling. There
Okay.
is such a thing as
So you guys can tell. Obviously,
I
the expert-
suggest when you buy something that's significantly worth it, you have to get a certificate for it.
Yes, but
Yes.
there are also certificates for certain lab-grown gems, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
how will our consumers or how are those people, our viewers out there, protected from that? Because it is certified, so it is valuable.
The certificate will really have to state that it's mined, where the origin is. If the certificate says it's lab grown, it's lab grown, but it's certified, but it's still lab grown.
Why do you think there's a need for a certification of lab-grown diamonds if it's not
Oh,
natural?
I don't know.
Oh,
Why?
only to make sure. It's basically
To separate.
disclosure.
Yeah.
Full disclosure.
Yeah.
So you know what you're buying, right?
Very
Yeah,
interesting.
so there
Well,
are.
Christmas is upon us, and I'm
Yes.
sure this is your high season also in terms of gift giving, right?
Sure.
So I'm surprised, okay, that the market still accepts lab grown. Not that, of course, again, it's a personal opinion.
There's nothing
Some
wrong
people,
with buying
yes.
lab grown. I just think that the people that are selling it should be upfront about it.
That's the disclosure, right?
Yes, right. Disclosure.
And
But-
it's not cheap. So even if it's cheaper than a diamond, it's not necessarily cheap.
Okay.
Yeah. If a diamond is 1 million, a lab grown is what?
No,
10,
200.
200,000 still.
Yes.
That's still 200,000. So it's not like,
But the market value, obviously, there's no
yeah.
because jewelry, there's
Yeah.
always an exchange of hands from, one owner to the next, to the next, to the
Yeah,
next, whatever it
sure,
may be,
yeah.
right? It is a commodity. It is semi-liquid, basically.
Yeah, technically, if you buy lab-grown jewelry, then 10 years from now or 20 years from now, whoever your heir is, like whoever will will probably not have
Yeah.
a lot of.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I don't want to say it, but I'm just saying.
No, the value is
Yeah.
significantly
Let's
decreased.
say
Correct,
like
yeah.
you need money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you want to liquidate.
Yes.
Something of that
Yeah.
lab grown will not have the same price that you bought it for.
Okay.
As opposed to diamonds of certain quality and color will always fetch a certain price range.
Okay,
for it.
let's talk about your favorite kind of gems. What's your favorite kind of gem,
Ooh,
Janina?
God.
Is it like choosing from your children?
Yes, it is. It is. I mean, I'm a diamond girl through
Yes.
and through, but right now my current favorite are black opals.
Black opals.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yes, I
quite
didn't used
rare.
to like it growing up, but then now I can't get enough of it.
Why is that?
I think
I
there's
think
just
rarity.
rarity.
Yeah.
Yes, rarity. It's
Okay.
Also-
significantly getting rarer to
Yeah.
get them of certain value and quality.
Yes.
And just the mystery of the opal is really tantalizing to me right now.
Wow. What about you, Candy?
I'm always going to be a ruby girl. It's my birthstone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's my mom's birthstone.
As well. So,
Yeah.
so
So, they
what's-
say that if you wear your birthstone, it gives you a certain amount of power. So
Really?
I believe
My
in it.
birthstone's diamond. So
Well,
can I,
there you
can I
go.
have your pieces?
There you go.
All right, but we're going to go pick up on that in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick break. Industry Beacon will be right back. Stay with us.
From Manila to the globe, this is World News Feed, bringing you the biggest stories shaping our time. I'm Rain Musli. Let's dive into the headlines, making a global impact.
Isang oras ng makabuluhan at magulong talakayan. Pabayaan na lang natin silang lumubog, no?
Speaking of logic, Sec, ano yung
Ay baguhin yung narrative.
Bawat issue nga, may iba't ibang anggulo,
may iba't ibang kwento?
iba't ibang perspektibo. Mahal na mahal niya tayong tamang. Siguro.
Hindi rin.
Speaking of trolls, salamat sa ating mga viewers ngayon.
Ito talaga mga kongresista na ito.
Dito lamang sa Cuatro Cardos!
Magandang gabi, ako si Corina Sanchez Rojas.
Magandang gabi, ako po si Pinky Webb.
Simulan na natin ang agenda.
Nasa radyo na, mapapanood, mapapakinggan.
94.7 FM.
Nahaharap ngayon ang Estados Unidos sa isa na namang 4 na taong Trump presidency.
Death squad rin yan. Binawi niya yung sinabi niya.
Ing masalimuot ang buwan ng Oktubre para sa ilang bilyonaryo. Sa bawat issue may anggulo at ang balita may agenda.
We're back. You're still watching Industry Beacon here on BNC. Still with us, Candy Dizon and Janina Dizon. So, obviously, jewels. I'm a jewelry guy. I love it, and it's an addiction. But you know, I'm trying to stay away from it because budget persists, right? However, after the pandemic, people were buying art, buying watches, buying luxury bags and stuff like that. But that has significantly cooled down in the past couple of months. How is the jewelry industry faring from the cooling down?
Is there cooling down with
you
us?
know,
Not so
the
much.
industry is resilient.
Okay.
Because you're talking of things of valuable materials, gemstones, naturally mined, gold, silver. I don't think it'll ever lose its luster. And, in times of crises, these are the easiest things to carry with you, like during a war, you
Yes.
carry it, and then, or you can pawn it.
Yes.
You can resell it, and but we're talking about a certain quality of jewelry,
Of
right?
course.
Yeah. So
As expressed earlier.
yes. So that will never, it will withstand time and time again.
What about you? What do you think is selling more now? Obviously, there was a humongous Indian wedding that happened recently. Did that wedding push sales of emeralds?
Yes,
Yes.
Really? Tell us
Absolutely.
about that.
Yeah, the demand for emeralds is it's really
The bigger, the
shocking.
better, yeah.
Yeah, and the
Yes.
quality, like Chinese Filipinos are more like, I want the color, I want the clarity, I want the green emerald. So, yeah, there is, because of the Indian wedding.
Yeah. Aside from emeralds, what are people looking for now?
Still diamonds.
Still diamonds, of course.
Pretty
I mean,
much,
Star Wars.
yeah.
I mean, aside from diamonds, what are
But
people?
during COVID, it was really more about people wanting, or women wanting, everyday jewelry
Okay.
because they were stuck at home. So they wanted to still entertain, but they wanted to wear something that they can wear every day.
Okay.
So not so the dangling, the necklace.
Yes.
It's more like a daily pieces. And
What about the notion of travel jewelry? I'm sure
Yeah.
you've heard about that. What's
Sure.
your take on travel jewelry?
we do have a line that's
Okay.
like specifically for travel.
Okay.
It's called Voyage and it's called Transformers.
Yes.
So
I didn't know that.
technically, you
Yeah,
bring,
we do.
You bring like just a box full of pieces, and you can interchange everything, so that every day you can have a different look.
Okay,
Yeah, we
wow,
have that.
ladies.
Yeah.
Let's go talk about Filipino craftsmanship in jewelry. Obviously, the countries that are strong with this are India. I mean, cutting is in Antwerp, in Belgium, and some parts of Europe, right?
Yes.
What about craftsmanship in the Philippines? How do you think we fare compared to settings otherwise? Like, for example, in Hong Kong, when you say Hong Kong setting, there's a certain standard, right? What about here?
Unfortunately, I believe it's almost as if it's a dying industry for
Okay.
artisanal workers, goldsmith, because it is time intensive, it is labor intrusive. There's a lot of factors before you become a master
goldsmith.
artisan. So that is dying, but the ones that we have, our workers, we are
Yes.
so proud of them.
Are they generational as well?
Yes, they are
Wow,
generational.
so they're also part of the family.
And they are taught. We know sometimes we have workers like that start out as houseboys, cleaners.
Really?
And when we see the potential, yeah,
Yes.
we tell them to, okay, maybe you
Yeah.
should start polishing, and then
Yes.
they become really good at
Yes,
it.
we
And
have
then-
them.
So you have not only given families generations of employment,
Yes,
but you're
yeah.
also championing something they didn't know that they had in them.
Yes.
So, but that's very important, because jewelry, gems, it's a relationship concern. If you don't trust, you don't buy.
Yes, sure.
Correct. So at least now you can tell your clients that, hey, look, it's actually come from trusted craftsmen or artisans that actually put your pieces together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, plus our factory is at home, and my brother is the one that's managing it.
Yes.
So,
Let's talk about that. How many
Yeah.
family members are working for the company?
We're five.
We are five.
We're five.
Five. Okay, because there's
Two
only
sisters-in-law
yes.
and two brothers. Oh, that makes
Actually, 6, yeah.
Six.
Yeah, 6
There's so
now.
many you
Yeah.
forgot.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need all the family in it.
Yeah, because like
When it
jewelry
comes to
houses such as
jewelry.
yourself,
Yeah.
also, but there's only a few in the Philippines that have, a family house like this.
Yes.
That's generational. Do you think your kids are going to be more like, for example, you've got two as well. What interests them in the family biz?
We hope so,
Yes.
but one of our brother's kids, or a son, is now actually a gem cutter. So he started out
Wow.
learning in Thailand, and he brought the technology back here.
Who is this child? Do I know?
Calvin,
Lucille's
Lucille's
son.
son.
Lucille's
No,
son.
I feel very old.
Yes.
he polishes stones.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yes, so he
And then
he would be
the-
the only gem cutter here.
Correct.
If that is so.
And then the
Not that
daughters,
we know of.
my nieces,
The
they all
only gem
design
cutter in the
that.
Philippines, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
That's
yes.
certified.
Not
Well, not
yet.
yet.
Starting
Getting there.
apprentice, but starting.
But once he gets certified, he's going to be the only certified gem cutter.
We believe so. We
Well,
believe so.
Then it's no longer a dying industry if your
We
family
hope so.
members are
Yeah.
championing this.
We are trying to involve them as much as we can.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the heritage of Jul B Dizon? How are you keeping her name alive in the market?
Well, it's our 48th year.
Wow.
Next year, yeah.
Next
Yes,
year.
Next year.
So how do we keep it? Well, all our shops are named after her.
Yes.
A lot of her clients still go to us. And a lot of our collections still are inspired by hers.
Yes.
So I feel that Jul Dizon is it's really just the name in itself.
It's
is
really
already
her, no?
Yeah,
Her
it's
name
really
will live on.
Yes.
Yes, I'm interested. Just for the sake of my curiosity, what's the biggest gemstone you've ever worked on or sold?
Grabe.
No,
What is
talking
the
about
biggest
value, okay?
gemstone?
Yes.
The biggest gemstone.
Yes.
The biggest gemstone. Siguro mga 150 carats.
Diamond?
Aquamarine.
Oh,
So you
aquamarine.
said gemstones.
Okay,
so
sorry, diamond.
Yeah.
the biggest diamond.
Janina.
I think mine is over 60 carats.
Wow. Okay, talking about sizes. For those people watching us, how do they start their jewelry collection? What do you suggest? Where do they start? Earrings, necklace, ring, bracelet? And at what?
The basics.
Yeah, what are the basics?
Pearl stud, diamond stud.
I mean,
Okay.
I would say start what you can afford for
Yeah.
the best quality there is. The money that you put in, start with that, whether it be diamonds, whether it be pearls, a bracelet, earrings. Like, be very mindful
Of the quality.
Yes, of the quality, because that is
lasts
what's
longer.
Yeah, it will keep you happier for
Okay.
longer instead of just keeping upgrading and upgrading into something. If you have key pieces that will of quality and value, it will withstand the test of time. And this is something that you can pass on to your children as well.
How did you start? You have a daughter and you've got 2 daughters and your siblings have also got females in the family. How did you start their jewelry collection?
Oh, I keep it. I buy it and I keep it for them.
You have to buy from your own store?
Oh, sure.
Wow, okay, that's why the business is
But I
lucrative.
keep it first. They're not ready for it yet. Especially they live in Toronto, so
Yes.
they don't really wear so much there. So I just keep it in my safe.
Okay.
But eventually they'll just be shocked at what they have.
Okay, investment-wise,
Yeah.
aside from diamonds, what do you suggest, people to purchase? now?
Watches.
No,
What do you mean?
Jade.
Oh, what
Jade.
gems?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jade for you.
Jade, definitely.
Candy?
Ruby.
Paraiba.
Yeah.
I love paraibas,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Rubies
You struck
are
a chord.
very rare.
Yes.
Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about paraiba. Not a lot of people know paraiba. It's one of the rarest, one of the most, what you call it?
Coveted.
Coveted gems nowadays. How did that come up?
Tiffany.
Yes.
Right?
Paraiba was
Yeah.
discovered by the gemologist of Tiffany.
Yes.
So that's why.
And it's their color.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, bright blue hue.
Like
Yes.
swimming pool blue.
Yes.
I can see it in my head right now, and it's
Yeah.
making me happy.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so but aside from paraiba, what else would you suggest?
I would go back to my black opals.
Black opals. And
I would go back to
is
my
the
black
value now
opals.
holding?
Yes.
Yes.
It will always hold its value.
Really, of course, or increase definitely.
Yes.
Right? You talked about
Always.
rubies, which is your favorite
Yeah.
gem.
That's still very rare, so
Rubies are rare now.
well, especially
More than
if
3
the
carats.
color, yeah.
More than 3 carats is rare now.
And the pigeon blood and the Burmese
Yeah, the
origin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's in the horizon for Janina by Jul B Dizon or Jul B Dizon, the main line?
Oof, the horizon. Well, we celebrate our anniversary every July. So I guess we're going to be having a show as usual that will showcase our new collection.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a surprise.
What about design-wise? I'm so interested. Rockstar, what's your...
I just recently launched a collection called Cadre. It's
Okay.
basically inspired by my journey through Europe. My kids are in Europe right now, and the Baroque, Rococo, Neo-Gothic architecture of each building. I mean, that inspired me wholeheartedly.
Yes.
So I did come up with a line for Christmas, and I love it. It's also a transformer, meaning it can be a pendant, a brooch, or earrings.
I am so steering clear away from you two
No!
for the season. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here and giving us light on some questions that people will not normally ask.
Thank you for having
Last
us.
question, what's your biggest mistake, very quickly?
Ooh, biggest mistake.
Yeah.
Not buying something when I should have.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh my gosh. buying something that I
That you shouldn't have. So it's the other way around. All right, Candy, Janina, thank you so much. And that is it for today's show. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Catch the Bilyonaryo News channel on Free TV Channel 31 and on cable via Cignal Channel 24. Thank you for watching the Bilyonaryo News channel, always on top.